Hello and welcome to another video on this swimming pool. So I said in my last video I weren't going to be putting a UV light on it to keep it clear, but I've caved and I'm deciding to put a UV light on it because I want to see how well it can keep this pond clear mostly, and see how long it takes it to go from murky like this. As you can see, you can barely see a few inches to quite clear, so it quite interests me. So I'll put some food in so we can see the fish. There you go. You can see there's actually quite a few fishes in there. Happy little fish. Right, so the UV light is an EVO 75. So this is good for ponds up to 75,000 litres, which this clearly isn't 75,000 litres. I think it's like 14, something like that, 14,000 litres. So it should easily do this. I went for this particular UV light because I just wanted to mess about with it. I hadn't seen one of these particular ones yet, and I wanted to play with it. And it's incredibly long. Quite interested in the length of it. So there's quite a lot of time the water will be in contact with the UV light, and obviously it's an overkill UV, but I want to see how long it'll take to clear it up. I'm guessing somewhere around a week to 10 days and you'll be able to see the bottom. Obviously the bottom will be quite green as well, so it won't get rid of that, but it'll be interesting to see how we're going to do it as well. So the filter's here, and we've got a 10,000 litre pump on it per hour. So this is the pump inlet, so I'm going to probably put the UV light somewhere around this area here, I haven't decided yet, and then in. So for those that are wondering, I see this question on the internet a lot: where should I put the UV light? Should I put it before the filter, after the filter? You put it after your pump. So in this case we're pump fed filter, so it's going to be before my filter. If you're a gravity fed filter and the pump was after it, it doesn't matter, you put the UV light after the pump. It really doesn't matter where in the circuit it goes as long as it's in the circuit. So my other drum filters are gravity fed and they have the UV light after the filter. So yep, let's get on with seeing where we're going to put this UV light then. So let's do a little unboxing of this UV light. So in the box you get your instruction manual, you get the UV light itself obviously, you get a quartz sleeve, and then inside this packet here will be the bulb. So basically the quartz sleeve and the bulb are going to go behind this piece here, and then this is your water inlet, which is already on. So let's put it to the end. We've got 1.5" water inlet, so it's actually a threaded. There we go. Wow, that's a long thread. Right, so we've got an 1.5" thread into there, and then we've got this 1.5" hose connector. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use that. I might have a think about what I'm going to do with that later on as I install it, because this pipe work that I've used on here, this particular high pressure pipe flexible hose has a unique ability that it can actually be welded, just like a normal solvent welded pipe. So I may use a welded pipe fitting and put it in there. We'll see in a bit as I do that. So there's how your bulb connects. It's just like a normal fluorescent tube bulb, just 2 pins, and it goes on there, and then that's where the quartz sleeve goes in there. And yeah, pretty simple system. It's pretty simple. Let's get it on then. So I've been kind of wondering about with the UV light for quite a while. I was going to put it on the back of this tank just here, but I kind of figured it does get splashed to end up knocking water about and stuff like that. So I don't really want it there. Just show you what I'm thinking. There, so I'd cut that pipe and basically just put it in line there. I really wanted it somewhere around this so it'd be sort of dried off and stuff, but a 5-foot UV light is a bit big. So I've ended up putting it on this wall here, so basically what I'm going to do is take this pipe out of here, pop it into here, and then somehow bring it back into there. We'll see shortly, even I have no idea at this point. One little irritation I've got with it so far is this cable. You know, the cable's probably 6 foot of cable, and I've put this plug socket on the end of it. It just comes bare. I feel like that's not enough, you know what I mean? Who has a plug socket 6 feet away from, you know, the water supply? I mean, if you've got an outdoor pond you're just not really going to. I don't think we could have put 12 feet or 10 foot of cable on it. I feel like that would have been convenient for the majority of people. It's certainly been convenient for this, because obviously my power is under here and it won't quite reach. Might be able to work some of it out, but it's just mildly irritating. And also because it's outside and I've got to really weatherproof it somehow, I don't know. So we'll work that out later as well. But yeah, it fits on wall nice, quite neat. I didn't really want to put it on wall, but it's a bit cumbersome to put anywhere else. I guess if I'd have got 110 watt, which is a bit shorter because it's 255 watt bulbs, I could have put it underneath there, but live and learn, I guess. I've got the 75. So one thing you've got to notice when you're installing these things is you've got to have clear, especially with this one being 5 foot, you've got to have a 5 foot gap next to it, because I need to take this off here and slide the light down it straight. So the light's got to be down there, I'll show you later, and slid down it. So if you've got a wall here, and a wall here, or say even plumbing, say if there were plumbing going down here, which is quite common, or something, if you've got an indoor little filter shed or whatever, you wouldn't actually be able to change the light in this thing, because it'd be, you know, you'd have to take it all off the wall and dismantle it to be able to change the light. So make sure you've got room to slide the UV light in and out every year when you want to change it. So there we go, let's get on with some plumbing. So there we go, I've got it plumbed up, and to my surprise there's a nice bit of pipe goes across there. I might figure a way to just stiffen that in case it falls, but I'll work that out in a bit. I didn't end up welding these pipe work on, unfortunately, so I can't show you how I do that, but well, I haven't done it because it's a temporary job really. It's only a temporary tank, so it's not going to be staying here forever. So I've cut the hose tail to size, I've cut that off it, so it's 1.5" straight in, and on this side I've used a 1.5" threaded 2" outlet, so it goes straight onto a 2" rubber boot, 2" pipe to heater and straight in tank, so that's quite convenient. It's always a good thing to cut these down. That's quite restricting, the smallest one, so you've got to make sure you cut them down. That's a good point. Now it's just a case of putting the quartz sleeve in here. The quartz sleeve just goes straight through into there and then out the other side, rubbers on, and then bulbing. So unfortunately I can't put that on, I can't show that on video because I'm not handling a quartz sleeve with one hand. It's not going to happen, I will drop it. I'm sure it'll make a good video, but there'll probably be a lot of swearing and beeping out you'd have to do, so I'm not going to be recording that. We'll skip to just having the quartz sleeve in. So I've got the quartz sleeve in. It's a little bit different from other ones I've done, I think. So it just sticks out of there a little bit, and then you put the little O-ring on, and then that goes on there like so. And that tightens up nicely, and that's the quartz sleeve in. And then there's also a little O-ring that goes in there, that one. And then I'll put the bulb in, clip that on. Jobs are good, and it should fire up nicely. So that's the UV light in. We've got the end. It's funny, this UV light, I don't think it sticks, like the quartz sleeve on other ones I've done seem to stick out more and come out here, but this one obviously doesn't. And same with the bulb, it's quite inside the unit, which I don't know if I like or not, because it's going to make it hard to sort of get to, but there we go. Quite a nice little unit, I think. To be honest, right now, I think I would have gone for the 110 watt version, 255 watt UVs. Two reasons for that: it's smaller. I could have put it in a little bit more convenient location, I think, if I'd had a 110 watt. It's, you know, about that big instead. And the 55 watt UVs are so readily available. Everybody has 55 watt UVs. You can go anywhere and get the 55 watt UV. They're very common Whereas 75 watt UVs, no idea how common they'll be, and I bet when it comes to getting a new UV for this or a new quartz sleeve, I bet I've got to order it in. So that's probably the biggest disadvantages of this one. But I personally just wanted to try it. I was curious, and I was interested in seeing, because I've been thinking about a UV light project. I wanted to see what the 75 watt UV light looked like and how sort of big it were for the project I'm sort of thinking about in the future, but we'll see if that comes about. I have no idea at this point. So let's get these on and get some water going through it and switch it on. So I think we're ready for water. Obviously I ain't got it plugged in at the minute. I haven't got, well, normally in the old 110, I don't know what the new 110 like, but the old 110 that I used to have had a plug-in bottom. I don't know what the holes in the bottom of these are, so I don't know if I'm missing something. I don't see what's in the package, so I'm just going to let some water in it and see if it leaks, see what happens. So let's go. I've got the remote, let's turn it on, see what happens. Get ready to turn it off though. Oh. 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 Let that water be down drain. Well, it don't leak. Well, not yet anyway. Let's have a look. Seems okay. Smashing. Yeah, that might be the first time I've ever put some together and it didn't leak. Looks like I'm getting good at this now. So let's close this and let it fill up and get working again. I'll get it to you in a minute. So there we go. Don't know whether you can see, but it's switched on. And the plug is just there, but I'll sort that out later. Make it a bit more weatherproof. Yeah, switched on, running fine. No wet. Ooh, not a wet patch. Yeah, there's a leaf stuck in it. Anyway, so let's see how long it takes it to clear it up. It's not coming out clear yet. So this is day 0. So here we are, exactly 1 week later. So the UV light's been on a week and it's done a pretty good job actually. I'm quite surprised. The water's really clear and the fish are really hungry, but they were anyway. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. You can see, obviously it's not, I mean it's probably a bit more to do. You can't see the bottom yet I don't think, but the bottom's probably quite mucky and brown anyway. But you can easily see fish that are about halfway down, a couple of feet down, and I think once you get to the bottom it's probably a little bit too murky, but that could be just because of the amount of food I'm putting in and the amount of fish in this pond. So yeah, pretty much all the green stuff's gone, whereas before you couldn't even see an inch into water. The fish had to be on the surface for you to see them. Now you can see them quite easily. As you can see, they've gone down a little bit now and you can still see them quite alright. Let's put some fruit in this. Come on fishies! Come on! Come on fishes! So much. Yeah, you can see the fish a lot better. The best thing about it really is that I can see that there's no scabs or anything wrong with them. Now that's the biggest issue with having it really green. You can't see if there's out wrong. They're all pretty clean and no issues with them. They're all eating well anyway still. And they look pretty good as well, which I quite like. It's, you know, when it's right green, I think it makes the fish look a little bit not quite as good. So now I don't know. You probably only see the ugly fish. There we go. So if you like this video, then please like it. If you want to see more videos like this, then please feel free to subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, then please put them down below. And I shall see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.